What's going on YouTube? This is Austin from Austin Dakota here, coming at you again with a new video for you guys today. And today, coming off my Megadeth collection, I'm going to just cut right to the chase, and I'm going to do my Darkthrone Collection. But yeah, Darkthrone is a really well-known band from Norway. I don't have a crap ton of Darkthrone, but I have a decent amount. So I'll just go ahead and show those. But yeah, Darkthrone, in my opinion, one of the more underrated bands. So let's go and jump right into it. So we're going to start things off. If you guys know your Darkthrone, and I know a lot of you out there know your Darkthrone, you know they started out as death metal. So starting things off, this is Darkthrone with Soulside Journey, the debut. Yes, these guys were death metal right before they switched their sound to more of a black metal kind of sound. Yeah, band photo. This is when they had, it was Fenris, Sapphirus, a Nocturnal Culto, and Dag Nilsson on bass. So good stuff. I love this part right here where it says, "As wolves among sheep we have wandered." Yeah, cool stuff. This came out in 1991. One of my favorite albums that came out that year. Great stuff. My favorite album that came out in 1991, or my favorite death metal album of 1991. This is one of my personal favorites. This is where I'm getting at. My favorite death metal album that came out in 1991 is Broken Hope with their album Swamped in Gore. I've praised that album numerous times. But yeah, Cromlech, Sunrise over Locus Mortis, self-titled track, Grave with the View, man. Amazing stuff. So yeah, that is Darkthrone with Soulside Journey. Then, in 1992, they switched their sound from death metal to black metal with this release, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. Now, people were kind of in a panic. People were saying that this is death metal. This is when they transitioned their sound to more of a black metal sound. To me, they didn't really find their sound yet. Not until the release of a certain album. We'll get to that part. But yeah, one of my all-time favorite albums. Good stuff. I love this album. People are saying that this is Darkthrone's best. I can see why. But it's one of my personal favorite Darkthrone albums, but it's not my favorite Darkthrone album. This is the first, and this is also the first album in what's called the Unholy Trinity of black metal. Not a lot of people like that term. I like it. Catharian Life Code, Paragon Belial, or Cold Winds Blow. But obviously, In the Shadow of the Horns, everyone should know that track. But yeah, good album. Blaze in the Northern Sky. Then we get to 1993. Now this is where they found that they really harnessed the sound of what true evil black metal sounds like, and I'm glad they did with this album, Under a Funeral Moon. Under a Funeral Moon, their third album, and the second in the Unholy Trinity of black metal. Unpopular opinion, I like this over A Blaze in the Northern Sky. I still like A Blaze in the Northern Sky, but to me, the production was just more of that lo-fi, gritty sounding black metal. This is actually the last album to feature Sapphirus on lead guitar, or electric lead guitar, because he left the band shortly after this album. And Dag Nilsson, who was the session bass player on A Blaze in the Northern Sky is nowhere on this album. I think he left after A Blaze in the Northern Sky. So Sapphires was around for the first 3 releases, and then he left after this one. That's when it went down to a 2-piece, but yeah, I still like this album. Natasja and Eternal Sleep, Summer of the Diabolical Holocaust, The Dance of Eternal Shadows, To Walk the Infernal Fields is easily the best track. But yeah, love this album. Under a Funeral Moon. Great stuff. So now, in my personal opinion, true Norwegian black metal. Exactly. This is where they harness their sound. Transylvanian Hunger, the 4th album, 1994. One of my favorite releases of 1994. In fact, I'm going to go on record and say this, but this is my favorite album of 1994. 94 was a big year for albums. But this was the masterpiece that came out in 1994. Like I said, this is my favorite release of 1994. My favorite album that came out in 1994. But yeah, such an iconic album art, as you can see there. Really, really good stuff. This is where they found their sound. They harnessed that Norwegian black metal sound. As you can see across the top, true Norwegian black metal. That's exactly what it is. And on the bottom, and also towards the bottom, it says, Darkthrone is for all the evil in man, and also, this was recorded in November and December of 1993, but it wasn't really put out until 94. I love this album. Peaceville Records. Good stuff. Love this album. Self-titled track. The 3rd track, I can't speak Norwegian. As Flittermice as Satan's Spies. Now, part of this album, the lyrics were written by Fenriz, the drummer of the band. Nocturnal Culto is the lead guy, is the lead singer in the band. So yeah, one half of the album's written by, the lyrics were written by Fenriz, and another half was written by Varg Vikernes of Mayhem and Burzum, or Burzum. I don't agree with his beliefs, but I gotta say, his music project Burzum is excellent. He knew how to write a little tune. So, but yeah, that is Transylvanian Hunger. Easily, this is my favorite Darkthrone album. Not only is it my favorite Darkthrone album, this is my favorite black metal album of all time. Bar none, nothing will touch this album. Well, actually, something close to it. My second favorite black metal album of all time, that being Sargeist with Satanic Black Devotion, that came out in 2003. But yeah, love this album. Favorite black metal album of all time. The one that's close to beating it is Sargeist with Satanic Black Devotion, that came out in 2003. If you have not heard Satanic Black Devotion, go listen to that album. Almost to the point of raw black metal. As far as that album goes, if you like Under a Funeral Moon, that raw, nasty, evil-sounding black metal, you'll like that album. Alright, now my thoughts on their later releases. Some of their later releases is pretty good. Not all of their later releases are their best, but between some of their later releases and this album I'm getting ready to show, this is one of my favorite later releases by Darkthrone, and that's going to be Astral Fortress, their 2022 album. I remember getting this album, I think shortly after release. I think. But yeah, between this album and Satanic Warmaster with Omnigander, those were my 2 favorite black metal albums of 2022. But yeah, this is good stuff. Darkthrone really tries to incorporate some different styles of music. So they'll incorporate like crust, punk, some speed metal, thrash metal here and there. To me, it's Darkthrone. I mean, Darkthrone's Darkthrone. But yeah, this is good stuff. I like this album by Darkthrone. Not a lot of people do. The thing is, people are so familiar with Darkthrone's 90s stuff is they completely forget the later releases. And this is one of my personal favorite later releases by these guys. Definitely check this one out. I love the album art. The album art is someone, it looks like they're walking through the snow, and you have on the back of their jacket is a picture of the cover art of Panzerfaust, their 5th album. But yeah, love this album. This is pretty good. Caravan of Broken Ghosts, Impeccable Caverns of Satan, Stalagmite Necklace, Kevorkian Times, The Sea Beneath the Seas of the Sea, the longest song on the album at 10 minutes. Yeah, great stuff. I love this album. Definitely check it out. Alright, so that's it. That is my Darkthrone collection. 5 albums in all, including the first 4 releases. But, yeah. That is all my Darkthrone. If there's a certain album, if there's a certain artist's discography you want to see, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'd be more than happy to do it. Till next time, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, comment, like, and subscribe down below. Be sure you turn on the post notifications so that way you don't miss any more videos like this in the near future. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.